Okay, brothers, hi.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
I have a question. Have you ever felt like everyone around your circle of friends, your colleagues, everyone is just moving so fast, much faster than you are?
Yes.
And Doc Jonas,
You know, I'm always
or you're
thinking
the
about,
or you're the one moving faster.
I think there's sometimes yes, sometimes no. Parang ganon. Wala siya yung parang I always feel that way.
You, bro. Can you expound on yun?
Hindi sa akin, yes. Especially, alam mo yun, pagising mo sa umaga, siguro karamihan sa atin, natin sa Facebook, makita ka na isang picture dyan. Uy, si nagpunta sa ganito. Parang feeling mo, nahuli ka na eh. Tama ba?
Yeah. True. It
Pakape-kape na lang sa...
Di ba? Di ba?
It's
Sa
ano
Montenegro.
siya eh, it's a common na behavior of human being to compare yourself with other people.
Yeah.
So ako din, yeah. I also, there are moments that I also feel the same way towards friends and colleagues. Sometimes towards some of my closest friends.
Di ba? Kay closest, di ba? Nakakaramdam ka ng gano'n eh. Parang minsan na-experience ko, tamad-tamad ko naman. Pero kahit na pagod ka na sa maghapon, di ba? Feeling mo nahuhuli ka pa rin.
May mga ganon.
May mga
talaga.
ganong moments.
May mga ganon
Yeah.
moments talaga tayo. Yeah. Welcome to After Office, conversations that matter beyond the 9 to 5.
Yes, mga bagay na hindi mo nasisingit kasi busy ka sa buhay.
The real stuff after the pressure and after the responsibilities. So bros, tonight ang pag-uusapan natin is a very important topic. It's really the pressure of adulthood.
The reality.
The reality, ano yung the pressure of trying to keep up in life. Life in general, not just career, but life in general. And at the same time, sometimes you try to put up a facade that you're
Yeah.
okay, even if you're not.
Yeah.
Basically, what social media doesn't show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Ano yung opinion mo about this topic? Yung pressure of keeping up? Any thoughts, personal experiences, and how do you deal, if ever, that you are dealing with these issues in your life?
Simulan ko na.
Simulan mo na.
Oo, simulan mo na.
Siguro simulan ko rin sa isang tanong. Kailangan ko bang ma-pressure pag nakikita ko every time yung wall ko, uy, si Jonas nagpunta na naman ng Germany. Di ba? Si Rocky nagpunta na naman ng Croatia. So, actually, it's a response coming from me na kailangan mo ma-pressure. Pero innately as a human, talagang nakakaingit eh. Yung nakakaingit eh. Pressured ako. I need to work hard pa. Yun sa akin.
In a way, no, sasagutin ko yung sinasabi mo. In a way that's practically normal because ako, term ko, it's not like pressure, it's more of like I'm inspired.
Yeah.
When I see people doing their milestone. Let's say, for example, si Rocky, he went to have a vacation, no? Had a vacation with the family. For me, it's like, na-inspire ako na, wow, gusto ko magkape dun, no? Parang, I really want that kind of scenery also. Kasi parang nakikita mo, ang init ngayon eh. Tapos, dun medyo malamig. So, parang na-inspire ako na somewhere, somehow in the future, I can have that kind of quality time with my family and enjoying the view, enjoying the trips. And for now, probably hindi pa ngayon, but in the future, may pag-asa yan. Kasi yung isa kong kaibigan, ginagawa niya. Of course, kaya din natin yan kasi we inspire each other. So parang yun yung palagi nasa isip ko.
Wow, that's very mature of you, ah.
Diba?
Kasi,
Yeah, correct.
kasi it's not hindi yan default hindi yan yung human default na reaction. Kasi, syempre, humans are, as long as we are here in the world, fleshly bodies.
Yep.
The innate reaction is really yung mga sinful nature.
Yeah.
Like, to get jealous, to think of something bad, or
Ibang klase
iisipin mo na, ay hindi, may ano din yan, or ano, akala mo naman maganda yung pinuntahan. Parang mga ganun yung mga maiisip mo initially.
Yeah.
Pero tingin ko nga is tama yung ganyan na perspective kasi diyan mo marirealize yung maturity ng tao kung before you think of something bad about any situation, if you can hold your tongue and capture your thoughts, tapos kaka lang pag-iisipan mo kung ano ba yung tamang response.
Yeah.
So, yung jealousy or yung social media post na medyo nakakainggit, it could go to two ways. It's either it will bring you down or yung moral na ay nakakaawa naman ako, bakit ganito? Or it could go the other way that yun nga si Jonas.
Ma-inspire lalo.
Inspiration na parang meron kang
lalo.
peg, ito na yung next ko na mangyayari.
Yep.
Diba?
Very good.
Grabe, parang bait ko naman. Siguro may aspeto sa ganyang bagay. Sa iba hindi.
Hindi, pero
Ginawi.
diba, share ko lang, no? Pansin nyo, bakit punong-puno lagi ang Starbucks? Kahit sa amin sa Cavite,
Papa-aircon, di ba?
aside from that kasi,
Mainit ngayon.
na-observe din natin na, alam mo yung parang, iba yung feeling kasi na nag-Starbucks ka. Tapos ipopost mo. Ewan ko kung ako lang to, ha? Kasi may mga na experience ako na ang isang tao daw, especially yan, nag-Starbucks, na post nila, parang feeling nila, okay na ako sa buhay. So yung circle nila, parang gusto lang nilang makakuha ng validation. Kasi siguro, dahil pagod din sa trabaho, pero gusto ko namang makita na i-validate yun naman ako, mag-Starbucks muna ako. Post ko yan. Tama ba?
In the beginning kasi yung Starbucks na brand, naging ano siya, parang status symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yun.
Na high-end, premium. Ngayon, siniraan ko talaga yung Starbucks. I-bleep nyo na lang. Ngayon kasi, medyo ano na siya. I don't know if ako lang or...
Ikaw lang yan, bro.
Pag nagmamature, parang mas... Ako is... Nag-grow out ko na yung face ng highly commercialized coffee.
Yeah.
Parang ngayon is mas gusto ko yung very artisanal na
Artisan, yeah.
na coffee, yung mga hole in the wall na andi dyan lang, na local. Parang mas sinusupport ko ngayon yung mga local
Yeah.
brands. Pero napunta na tayo sa kape, balik tayo sa topic.
But I understand that. For me, it's not a bad thing. For me, if they will post something na parang after working or let's say lunch break, nagpo-post sila and then they feel good about it and they will post it in their social media. For me, they are sending positive energy for themselves sa sarili nila. It's their wall. So, kanila yon. Parang it really depends if who's looking at it. Let's say for example, ako makita ko yon, walang effect sa akin. Wow, wala lang. Damaan lang siya sa wall ko. Pero depends on their circle kasi. Let's say for example, nakita ka niya, struggling ka.
Yeah.
Struggling ka, hindi ka kumakain, gutom na gutom ka na. Nangihingi ka
Tapos
lang
bibili
sa...
ka ng 200 pesos na kape.
Oo. Tapos nag-post ka sa Starbucks. 'Di ba? Ano mafe-feel ng hinihingan mo ng pagkain? May inis sa'yo. Ang yabang-yabang naman nito. Bumili ng kape, wala kang pang lunch eh. 'Di ba? May post lang.
Oo.
So, depende yon. Depende yun sa circle mo. Depende yon on how you are living your life.
Pero maniniwala kami tao talaga na gusto lang talagang magkape at
Sa Starbucks?
gusto kong makita nyo ako na ganito ako.
Madami,
May
bro.
mga ganun.
Madami.
Madami kasi kailangan mong maraming tao na gustong magbuo ng image
Yeah.
that they are that they have reached a certain level of success tulad ng topic natin last week. So yung last week natin na topic is success, tapos ngayon parang hinihimay natin na dati sinabi natin iba't ibang klase ng success. Ngayon, there are people who wants to look like they are successful. So feeling ko, it feeds in their insecurity.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tayo
Okay,
din, probably
yeah.
not Starbucks, probably something else, something na mas malaki. Na I remember nga nung isang parang yung isa kong veterinary na kwento ko sa kanya, grabe si ganito, si halimbawa, one of my colleagues may ganitong machine, ganyan. Kaya ayoko nang nakita niya kasi nag-deactivate ako ng
Facebook.
Nagtanggal ako ng Facebook sa app sa phone.
Okay.
So hindi ko nakikita yung mga pinopost nila tsaka yung sa Instagram. So tinanong sa akin, Dok, bakit ba't parang hindi ka sa social media? For a time, alam nyo na there was a time in my life na hindi ako nag-social media.
Yep.
Simply because pag nakita ko yung post nung iba kong colleagues na medyo nakaangat-angat at maganda yung mas advanced na in practice, parang I feel insecure. Feed yung aking insecurity. So tinanggal ko talaga. So sabi ko dun sa vet ko, hindi kasi pag nakakita ako ng mga social media posts of other people, I don't feel grateful, nafe-feel ko na nadidishearten ako with where I am. Tapos sabi niya sa akin, Doc, talaga at that level, nafe-feel pa rin ba yun? Sabi ko, oo, nafe-feel mo pa rin, parang kahit nasa ang level ka, laging mararamdaman na merong something lacking.
Yeah.
Kasi every time na yung ma-achieve ka, you set new goals.
Yeah.
Yes.
And chances are, there are people around you na reach na yung goal na yun.
Yeah.
So, maiinggit ka na ulit. So, although ang ganda ng idea na pinag-usapan natin before, na you always set new goals, pero at the same time,
May
it's an
kasamang
opportunity for your self-esteem to be lower. Kasi na-reach mo na, ang saya mo na, ito na, successful. Tapos biglang mag-set ka ng new goals. So, try mong i-achieve yun. Tapos meron na naka-achieve, tapos you feel bad kasi may mga nauna na. So, ganun, sabi ko sa kanya, it's not bad na you look for something better. Pero what's bad is if it lets you affect how you live your life today at the present. Kung masyado kang depressed lagi, so yun yung feeling kong nakakasama.
Alam mo yung pagising mo sa umaga, siyase ko. Nakita ko sa Facebook, nalungkot na ako.
Sa Facebook, may nakapag-close ng account.
Diba?
5 sabay-sabay. 15M isa.
Parang it robs you of your happiness. Na dapat, masaya naman ako kanina Di ba? Sige, dapat palang gagawin natin yung response ni Jonas kanina.
Yes. I applaud.
Kailangan maging inspired tayo sa mga bagay.
Positive.
Positive dapat.
Well, we're human being, no? Sometimes, let's say for example, for that certain someone na feeling mo you're competing with, syempre you have to...
Without the person knowing,
Without the person knowing.
Nakikipag-compete siya sa'yo.
Exactly.
May nakikipag-compete sa'yo na hindi mo alam na part ka ng competition.
Oh, yan. So, ang gagawin mo lang doon, if ever, tawag dito, you have to remember na may mga milestones din tayo, di ba, in life. And siguro yun yung sa kanya. And I'm always reminded of the mga success story ng ibang tao na nauna sa atin. Let's say, for example, kunwari, si KFC, di ba? At 60s ba?
Late na siya.
Oo, late na. Yung mga success nila dumating late in life.
Yeah.
So palagi ko tinitingnan na we have our own destiny. Nakasulat na yan sa stars So it really depends on you. Ako kasi as a believer, no? A Christian. Not like sobrang religious. But you have the destiny already na i-bless ka ni Lord no matter what. Ang question doon is, are you connected with Him para i-bless ka niya? Minsan kasi, nandun tayo sa competition sa ibang bagay, pero we have our own competition sa sarili natin.
Yeah.
If we compete with ourselves, tapos nakita mo how great you are because God is blessing you tremendously from nothing to become something like this, makikita mo grabe yung competition mo eh. Kasi competition ko dati, construction worker lang ngayon eh. Parang gano'n. So naisip ko ba, why would I compete? Kasi hindi na kami, wala na competition at the end of the day. Na-eliminate ko na siya in my mind. Inspiration na lang rather than competition. Yun parang tagal ko siyang trinabaho sa sarili ko na gano'n. So pag kunwari feeling mo nagko-compete kasi tao lang tayo, wag mo lang tingnan social media nila. At the end of the day, gano'n lang.
Yeah.
Yan.
Pero it really takes a lot of maturity.
And
Diba?
effort.
Kasi hindi naman siya biglaan. Diba?
Effort yan, bro. Para awareness of yourself.
Awareness actually. Kasi kung hindi ka aware, talagang yung innate tendency mo, ito na naman
Definitely.
ako. Diba?
Definitely. Yeah.
So, ang ganun sinabi mo rin kanina, siguro first solution, talagang kailangan maging grateful tayo kung ano yung meron tayo sa ngayon.
Yep.
Diba? Pero, speaking of, kanina, nabanggit mo pressure, kailan ba natin ma-pressure?
Ako, I think to get ahead in life, I think at a certain point, kailangan meron kang pressure.
Yes.
After all, the brightest and the most expensive diamond is formed by extreme pressure.
Okay.
Quote yan
Oo.
Let's go.
Ipapa-DTI ko, ipapa-copyright. So, parang for you to reach a certain level of success in life or para din for you to perfect your craft, kailangan meron ka ding pressure. Not to the point that it brings you down every day na hindi mo pa na-achieve yung dapat mong i-achieve. Pero I think kailangan kang ma-pressure to improve yourself, pero hindi ka dapat ma-pressure na and it will bring down your self-esteem.
Yeah.
Feeling ko pressure is good at a certain point. If it drives yourself or motivate you to do better in whatever it is that you're doing, I think pressure is okay. The problem with pressure is if it's too much, it makes you do irrational things sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ano pinagkaiba ng pressure sa stress? Kasi parang feeling ko pag pressure ka, stress ka eh.
Nag-major ka ba sa psychology?
Hindi, tinatanong ko lang. Kasi parang ano siya eh.
Si Doc Jonas, sagutin yun.
Parang connected, di ba?
Stress, I think is negative.
Okay.
That's more of negative yung effect.
Parang
Hindi
stress
ko alam,
kasi.
I'm no psychiatrist, but I feel like yun.
Yeah. Exactly.
Ikaw.
So there's a stress, tama. It's more of like stress kasi it's something that it's already been there. Pressure kasi para makokontrol mo siya. Pag
Okay.
parang byproduct na yung stress.
So parang ang stress is self-induced.
Hindi.
I'm not saying
Hindi.
na.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Pero it can be.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So you want pressure in life but you don't want stress.
Yes,
You can
correct.
have a you can have a less stressed life but you can also put pressure in life na wala masyadong.
I think pressure is physiologic. Stress is pathologic.
Expound.
Physiologic kasi it's a natural thing that's happening in order for you to function. For example, yung mga organs mo is physiologic. There are different physiologic process. Now, pag nagkasakit, yung isang organ is pathologic. So stress, I believe, is a pathologic na concept that happens in a person. Feeling ko stress brings a lot of negativity. Ito, hindi lang to sa mental na stress, pati sa physical. Kasi
Yeah.
pag na-stress ka, yung cortisol mo aakyat.
Mag-spike.
Diba?
Oo.
Mag-spike. So, dyan magkakaroon ng mga insulin resistance.
Correct.
So, diabetes, obesity, yung weight loss natin. Ito, medyo mahirap pagka may stress. Pero mentally, I think yung stress din talaga nakaka-cloud ng better judgment.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, ibig sabihin, pressure can be good. Nabanggit mo kanina kasi parang necessity siya eh. Therefore, I conclude, di ba, na kailangan ng pressure for us to level up. Pero, makokontrol natin ang stress, Tama, no? Makontrol natin ang stress, tama ba?
Yes.
Na kahit
I believe.
ang taas ng pressure natin.
Yeah.
Paano?
Yun yung techniques. Techniques. I don't know.
Hindi kasi bakit ko natanong?
I don't know.
Di ba, ang taas ng pressure.
Ikaw, candidate number 2, ikaw ang sumagot ng
Ang
tanong
hirap
mo.
ng tanong mo. Kasi parang, baka may mali ako sa definition ko eh.
Hindi kasi parang, ako kasi pag stress ako talagang humihinga lang ako ng malalim. Minsan, nagsosolo ako. Meditate lang ako. Nakikinig ako ng music. Para makontrol mo yung emosyon mo. Kasi stress can equate to emotions. Diba? So, pwede ba yun? Kasi for example, doctor ka. Dami niyang surgery for the whole day. Sobrang pressured kayo for the whole week. How will you handle that stress?
I think ang nakakatulong na mag-release ng stress is kailangan meron kang outlet.
Okay.
Kailangan something different.
May outlet.
Like for example, surgeries, in between, meron akong ginagawa to relieve the stress.
Okay.
Is either, during surgery, nagpe-play kami ng music. So parang the pressure of doing, the physical pressure of doing it, mas nalilesen. Tapos, ano pa ba? Kain, minsan. After. Stress eating. So yun, I think ano siya,
Okay.
nalilesen. Ang tanong ko, ano bang aspect kasi ng pressure are you
Yes,
you
tama.
being really affected? Is it pressure of like family pressure, relational pressure? Is it material pressure of keeping up na dapat ganito na yung nasa bank account mo, bahay mo, or magtatlong anak? Yung ang dami kasing iba't ibang klaseng pressure.
Yeah. So, ito, I mean, this is my personal taking, no, with your question. We need to put pressure in our lives. The reason why, if we live comfortably, we forget that there's a lot of responsibilities pala. Let's say, for example, you're a dad of, you're a dad. We are daddy here. May mga asawa tayo, may mga responsibilities tayo, may mga tao tayo. If we don't put pressure in our lives, tapos nakikita natin nagka-crash na lahat, like the economy and everything, tapos parang chill ka lang in life, you're not doing anything, you're not putting pressure, tapos biglang bumagsak, stress ka na nun kasi wala kami ginawa. Wala kami, you did not create a solution prior to that. So for me, I need to put a bit of a pressure so that yung mind mo will work and you can increase your senses, not just physically but in all aspects, para at least gumawa tayo ng mga bagay that will help us and will help our people, or family, people that works for us and everything, and our responsibility. That's why it is a necessity for a man, for us.
Necessity siya.
Necessity siya.
Necessity
To put
siya.
pressure. Hindi pwedeng wala lang. Kasi what ifs. The what ifs. Let's say for example, ako, personal ko to. What if may pumasok sa bahay mo, hindi ako marunong, wala akong ibang, how can I defend my family?
Yeah.
So I'm putting pressure sa sarili ko that I need to learn martial arts. I need to learn how to defend the house.
Exactly.
I need to have a gun or something like that. So I have this tendency in me na para I need to protect my own family. Let's say for example, may mga bagay na magka-crash like the economy and all that. How can I protect my business and my family? Nag-iisip ako in advance, ahead of me, na kailangan kong gawa ng paraan to. While they are like chilling, ako hindi. Kasi I need to do this in preparation of something. Pero hindi ako stress kasi hindi pa dumadating yung bagay na ine-expect mo eh. Pagdating niya, hindi na ako stress kasi ready ako eh. Kasi I placed pressure sa sarili ko. Naka-ready ako.
Yeah.
Yan. Pero kung preparation ko konti lang, kasi konti lang yung pressure ko or wala akong pressure at all, biglang dumating, patay ako doon. Stress ng labas nun.
Yeah. Tama.
But don't get me wrong. Kahit anong preparation mo, may stress pa rin kasi there are things that you cannot control. Diba?
Parang-
so yun yung parang ano.
Parang choose your hard lang. Di ba?
Exactly.
Di ba? Choose your hard.
Choose your
Choose
hard
your poison.
when.
Diba?
Choose your poison when. Kailan ka mag-hard?
Di ba? Kasi kung...
Pag dumating na ba?
Exactly. Di ba?
Saka na ako magre-ready.
Mm-mm.
Pag dumating na
Cramming na.
Oo, cramming na yon.
Cramming na.
Yun.
Tama.
So, yun.
In relation dun sa sinabi mo, Doc Rocky, kanina, ang dami palang aspeto.
Kung anong klaseng pressure.
Kung anong klaseng pressure. Kasi, kanina nabanggit ni...
May pressure ka sa engineering eh.
Oo, meron. Di ba? Science yan eh. Di ba?
Oo, may pressure
Science
sa
yan eh.
physics.
Tayo as fathers, may pressure talaga sa atin. Expectations.
Mhm.
Kasi bakit? Kung hindi tayo magtrabaho, hindi tayo mag-provide, yari.
Pero yung expectation na, kino-compare mo ba yan with somebody else? Kasi yun yung...
Sa
natin
akin
is
kasi hindi ko
to
maiwasan.
keep up. Do you think you're pressured to keep up?
Yun nga, hindi ko maiwasan kasi parang, alam mo yung parang pumunta ka sa sa birthday yan ng mga kapamilya mo. Natatandaan nyo sa probinsya, pag pumunta kayo sa probinsya. Di ba?
Ano, may
Uy,
asawa ka na.
May asawa ka na. Laki mo na. Di ba? Hindi
Tapos
mo,
pag nagkaasawa ka, anong tanong?
Anak ka
may
na.
anak ka na ba?
Oo.
Di ba? Wala pang anak. Pero ibig sabihin is, hindi ko siya maiwasan kasi talagang meron at meron magsasabi sa paligid mo.
Yeah.
For it's for you na lang to control yung pressure na yon. Di ba? So, nakuha ko sa'yo, para mawala yung stress ko, ang pressure is a necessity. Kasi kung walang pressure, maghihina talaga tayo. Diba? What's the sense kung bakit tayo nandito? Diba? Pero, if naplano pala natin yan ahead of time, na-foresee mo na siya, yung stress ay bababa.
Yes.
Diba? Sa trabaho, sa family. Kasi tayo tatay, kung hindi man tayo yung general manager ng bahay, at some point talagang alam natin yung kita na darating every month, every year eh. Di ba? It also includes yung expectations ng ibang tao or may
Expectation.
expectations. Tingin ko mabigat yung word na expectations eh. Kasi parang ano siya eh. Tawag dito. Mental eh. Kasi trabaho, ayaw mong trabahuin eh. Pero yung pressure, 30 years old ka na, wala ka pa rin naamon.
Yeah.
Tama ba? Na-experience mo ba yun, Doc? Hindi naman yata.
Napakaraming beses. Magkaiba yung pressure na ramdaman ko or noong 30, nung before 30, tapos ngayong 40s. Parang nag-evolve siya. Pero ang tema lagi is sa akin kasi ang pinakamalaki kong insecurities o yung tinatry ko na makipag-keep up sa kino-compare ko lang yung sarili ko. Downfall ko yan talaga. Yan ang aking
Kryptonite.
Like kung kino-compare yung sarili ko. But at the same time, it pushed me to do better. Nag-evolve kasi parang iba-iba yung levels. Dati noong after 30, na may pressure ako, like kung kino-compare yung sarili ko sa iba, kung yung in business, kung how far ahead are they compared sa akin, or kung nag-start na bang ganito, ganyan, or may mga binili ba ng mga bagong machine, or ano, like kung kino-compare, tapos lagi tayo na-insecure with other people who has so much money na kaya lang bumili basta-basta.
Yeah.
Nung nag-40 na, ang difference is, feeling ko may certain level of maturity.
Yeah, agree with that.
Ang nagiging ano ko naman, basehan ko ng na kino-compare ko sa sarili ko is not anymore kung gaano ka far advanced in practice or business. Ang kino-compare ko is gaano kadaming free time siya more than me.
Yeah, nag-iiba,
Kasi
no?
yun yung nakaka-stress for me na, shucks, bakit ako pagod na pagod? Bakit siya is,
Yeah.
pabanjing-banjing lang. Napaliktad. Probably because nagbago na rin yung the environment na ginagalawan
Yeah.
mo. Nagbago na rin, nag-level up na rin lahat. So, iba-iba na yung mga standards. But one thing na lagi kong insecure is talagang yung material things. Pera. Kasi syempre, alam niyo yung history. I grew up
Yeah.
having nothing. So, nung lumaki ako, yun rin yung standards ko of of success and standards ko of kung gaano ako ka far ahead than other people is kung gaano ako kadaming pera compared to others. But one thing I realized over the years is when you place your peace on something so volatile like money, hindi ka magkakaroon ng peace at all ever. So natutunan ko is really to place your peace and your trust in an immovable being. Kasi pag hindi na pera yung standard mo, kahit gumalaw pa yung market, hindi ka as stressed because you place your foot on something that's immovable. So ako ay talagang yung daily ko na prayer is kay Lord is talagang to give me peace. More than anything is give me peace. Kasi sa kanya lang talaga nagagaling yung peace eh. Dati sa money, so parang pag nag-dip ng konti yung bank account, parang shucks, anong gagawin ko next month? Parang gano'n. Ngayon, mas natutunan ko to be more thankful every day. So, yun.
Nice.
Yun ang aking answer to that question. Kung after 30 and after 40, ano yung difference?
Sa akin naman, nung 30 or 28, 30, yung pressure sa akin, iba naman to sa na-experience mo, Doc, no? Ito naman parang ako mismo yung nagbigay ng pressure sa sarili ko. Bakit? I need to work hard kasi yung magulang natin, at that time kasi yung nanay ko, 63 na eh. Diba? So, alam mo yun, mga bata tayo, nangangarap tayo sa pamilya, and we wanted na ma-experience naman ng mga magulang natin yung kaalwanan sa buhay. Diba? So, I need to put pressure on myself. Kailangan magtrabaho mabuti kasi ang ayaw kong mangyari, okay na yung buhay natin, successful na nga tayo. Pero alam yung pag-uwi mo sa bahay, di ba? Parang yung retreat lang, atin ka ng retreat. Pag uwi mo sa bahay, may mga daming tao, may kandila na, di ba? And ako personally, I do not want that to happen. Kasi what's the sense of working hard kung hindi naman ito may experience ng family mo, specifically ng parents na nagpalaki sa'yo. That's why I really put pressure on myself na kailangan kong magtrabaho nung time na yun. And ako I'm really thankful kasi nailagay ako doon sa circle na magpupush sa akin para mas gumaling pa. Pero nung nag-40 na ako, because of the experiences sa trabaho, experiences sa clients, experiences personally, mas na-handle mo na siya ng mabuti. Na instead of mag-decide ka kagad, magbitaw ka ng salita or ng actions, mas na-manage mo siya kasi alam mo yung mga possible consequences. So, tulad nga na nabanggit mo kanina, marunong ka lang magplano. So, nakikita mo yung mga possible consequences, hindi na nangyayari. Magaganda na yung nangyayari. Diba? Pero pressure hindi kasi talaga nawawala yan kasi may mga external factors eh. So, yun yung sa akin.
Yes.
Nadala ako doon.
Oo nga eh. May isang luha na dito. Konting-konti na lang
Umatak
papatak
eh.
na. Kumurap nga ako. Talaga na eh. Papatak na eh. Brother Jonas, ikaw naman.
Pressure, no? 30s, iba yung pressure kasi tawag dito, growing up, syempre hindi naman kami mayaman, no? So, saktong-sakto
Parang lahat
lang.
tayo, walang pinagdaanan na.
Pinagdaanan talaga
silver
na.
spoon.
Yeah,
Diba?
walang ganon. So, pressure sa akin yon kasi nagpakasal ako at 29. So, I want to prove to myself that I can take care of my family. My wife first. So, bubuo kami and I have that mindset, no. I know a lot of women nowadays, strong independent women. Pero ako kasi I have this tendency na I'm the provider and the protector of the family. And we all have that.
Yeah.
We all possess that. So, pinapatunayan ko sa sarili ko kasi youngest ako eh. Youngest ka din, diba?
Pangatlo.
Parang pangatlo. So, youngest ako, parang wala akong pressure nung lumaki na kailangan ko mag-perform sa school. Wala akong pressure na kailangan ko magganito. Wala akong pressure ganun. But I have to put pressure on myself because I need to make sure that ayoko masabihan ng nanay ko na parang pag tumanda ka, pupunta ka lang sa akin, dito ka lang magkikikain. Nakakahiya. Di ba? Dito ka lang kakain, dito makikitira. So parang yung yung mga words na nanay ko tumatak sa akin na parang, no, I'm not gonna do that. Kaya kailangan ko mag-thrive, kailangan ko mag-work hard. So isa yung sa mga pressure nung bata ako, 30s. So iba yung pressure ko what they called this parang manifestation ba, manifest or something. I call it like tunnel vision.
Yeah.
So nagta-tunnel vision ako every single time na nasa car for 2 hours. 2 hours, 3 hours, nakikinig lang ako ng like mga motivational something. Tapos, andun ako, nag-iisip ako, tunnel vision talaga. So, year after year after year, I'm forming something in my head na hindi siya totoo. I mean, I'm forming this image in my head na ganito ako. Pero in reality, pag titingnan mo, hindi ako yun eh. Para ang layo. So, kasi I had to do that kasi nga there's a lot of pressure and wala akong magawa, wala akong pera. Wala akong money.
Limited.
Bro, limited. So parang sasabihin nila, ang dami mong papakasal-kasal ka ng ganyan, nagpakasal ka ganyan, wala ka namang bahay. Wala ka naman, nagrenta ka lang naman. Parang ganun. Parang kunwari, bibili ka ng kotse, hindi naman yan cash. Parang, ano ba? Parang ang daming questions na
Bumibili pa ba ng cash ngayon? Ng,
I mean sa
Pogo.
generation nila. Yung generation ng parents natin. So they will always let you feel na parang hindi enough yung ginagawa mo. Wala ka pa. So may pressure at 30. So you have to prove that first to your family that they will, you need to, parang allow them to realize that okay ka na sa buhay. So papatunayan mo muna yan sa parents mo na my son can live na alone. Kasi pag once na napatunayan mo yun sa sarili mo, napakita mo sa kanila, ang challenge nun, more on sa'yo na eh. Kasi ang hirap i-please ng parents ko eh. No? Kaya pagdating sa labas, parang wala na akong pakialam. Hindi na ako nagko-compete. Kasi tapos na yung competition ko eh. At home, na ko na sila, okay na okay na kami. So, yun yung pressure sa akin, sa family.
Okay.
No, after that, since okay na ako, wala na. I mean, iba na yung pressure ko ngayon. Iba na. Let's say, kasi if I reach something, parang if you reach something, yung magbe-benefit yung family mo, yung business mo and everything. So, hindi na siya nagiging pressure eh. Hindi na siya nagiging second nature na siya for me to perform more, to do more, and to be more. Parang I need to live my life bigger than myself. Yung parang bigger than life. Parang yun palagi. Kasi if you fall short, at the end of the day, may sobra pa rin yan eh. Parang kaya pa rin. So, hindi siya yung parang tipong pressured ako kasi parang I've been doing that for so long na effort na wala na akong, hindi na siya, effortless na siya for me. Na in a week, kailangan ko may gawin ako something that could contribute to that future that I'm aiming. So, parang ganun.
Wow.
Kaya iba.
So pressure is a blessing.
It's a blessing, bro.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing. Kasi parang...
And a curse. Hindi, joke lang.
Hindi kasi...
Totoo!
Hindi, pressure.
Both.
Pressure kasi is inevitable eh.
It's a double-edged sword.
Meron talaga eh. Pero basing sa story natin, kung walang pressure dati, hindi natin na mamamanage yung pressure ngayon ng mas okay. Kasi parang sagutan na, up na. Di ba? Kaya nang yan.
Pressure makes us grow, I think.
Yeah.
Grabe no, yung I mean, yung pinagdaanan natin, nakita naman natin, 'di ba, from naglalakad to hindi makabili ng damit, to hindi makapagpalit ng sapatos.
At may sponsor sa pagkain.
May sponsor sa pagkain. So parang dami nating napagdaanan. 'Di ba, 20s, 30s.
13, yeah.
Yeah. So we need to grow.
Yeah.
So ako I'm blessed na nung nag-grow ako, parang hindi siya more on tunnel vision lang. There's prayer involved kasi nagpapa-pray ako sa inyo, sa group. For me, it's important. I mean, I'm not saying na holy. No. I mean, I'm a sinner. I'm 100%. Every day I live na parang grateful na I'm still favored by God kahit hindi ako ganun ka sa kanya, ka faithful, pero He's faithful to me. But when you ask something kay Lord, ang tanong palagi, do you expect? Nag-expect ka ba? Pag nagpe-pray ka, nag-expect ka na it will happen. Tanong ko yan sa inyong dalawa.
Ako kasi pag nagpe-pray ako kay Lord, talagang yung parang open conversation. Lord, ito yung prayer ko. Diba? Ito yung intentions ko.
Mhm.
Pwede Lord, ito yung gusto kong mangyari. Kasi ang tingin ko sa kanya isang tatay.
Mhm.
Diba? Pero at the end of the day, kung hindi pa ready yung puso ko, okay lang din. Tatrabaho pa ako.
Nice.
So, naging truthful lang ako doon sa gusto kong mangyari.
Nice. How about you, bro? Pag you ask something, you ask something. Like nag-expect ka ba or
Feeling ko yan yung kulang sa akin. Parang I always rely more on my knowledge, on what I know is possible to happen. So pinapangunahan ko minsan. So I think magandang point and yung sinabi mo, magandang realization yan na when you ask for something, you have to expectantly wait for it. Kasi that will really reflect on how much belief you have to the
Yeah.
provider.
Exactly.
Kasi kung mag-a-ask ka ng ganitong amount and then you doubt na hindi naman to posible, then you're doubting the capacity of that person to give it to you. Kung may verse ka na naalala ko, yung tinasabi niya sa Bible na are my hands too short
Yeah.
for you? Parang ibig sabihin, hindi ba ako powerful enough to provide? So yun, kaya maganda. I think it's a good reminder.
yeah.
Actually, ang ganda din nung idea na nabanggit mo kasi, ramdam natin yung pressure. And currently, ang challenge is keeping up with the pressure.
Yeah.
Diba? And one good answer is, diba, pray lang.
Yes.
Diba? Let's pray. Kasi, siya yung yung immovable na sinasabi natin
Yun.
kanina.
Actually, connected lahat eh.
Diba?
So, like, pressure tayo. We are putting a lot of pressure sa sarili natin. Pag hindi natin kaya, bato mo lang sa kanya.
Balik ulit, di ba?
Balik mo lang.
Oo.
Balik mo lang. Kasi at the end of the day, hindi mo kailangan maging perfect para makausap siya eh.
Correct.
So, bato mo lang sa kanya. And, ganun lang kasimple. Pero sa akin, ang sagot ko doon, if I ask something, I always expect. But pag hindi niya binibigay,
It's okay.
it means I need to change something sa akin or he's protecting me.
It can be a redirection.
Yes. Kasi lahat, kung binigay niya lahat, tiisip ko, grabe, pag binigay niya lahat, baka
Jackpot.
pariwara na ako ngayon.
Yeah, exactly.
Pariwara na ako ngayon.
Exactly.
Di ba? Kasi nabasa kayo sa Hebrew something na kailangan, discipline. Discipline pa rin ng Diyos sa atin. Like, as tatay, we discipline our kids. So parang it's something like that, na parang hindi lahat pwede pag
Ibigay.
gusto
Correct.
mo, bibigay sa'yo.
Yeah.
Magandang magandang point of view yun.
And pressure eh.
Ang sa ating conversation, ang aking na-realize, and I think what I also want our viewers to really understand is, and siguro this is a practical application for
Yeah.
us and also for all of those people listening, is if ever you come to a point that you question where you are in your life and you start comparing yourself to other people and you start digging a hole deeper and deeper, thinking na wala kang narating, bakit ganito ako. I think ang practical application is really to have a daily habit of counting your blessings.
Yeah, maganda yun.
Kasi if you always count your blessings, you will not really, what you have doesn't feel like it's so magnified.
Yep.
Kasi pag nakikita mo lagi kung nasaan ka nang galing at kung nasaan ka nang ngayon and the gap in between that, feeling ko kung yun yung magnify yung mga na-achieve mo, na-receive mo, compared to those na hindi mo pa nagagawa, I think it's an antidote to having this self-pity, self-doubt,
Exactly.
and self-destruction mode na kalimitan, even most probably even now mga professionals and I can see younger generations because of social media is sobrang depressed.
Yeah.
Because yun nga, lagi mong kino-compare yung sarili mo sa iba.
Yep.
So count your blessings every time that you come into this moment na mag-isa ka, feeling mo wala ka na nang nagawa sa buhay. Look back and check where you were.
Yeah.
So yun, sa practical application.
May
That's a good reminder, no? It's a good reminder talaga.
May dadagdag ako doon. Ito, magandang applications din. Since inevitable ang pressure, it's good for us, for all of us, na every day that we are waking, talagang meron na dapat tayong awareness na merong pressure. Every day may pressure.
Expect mo na.
Expect mo na. Expect mo na. Kasi kung hindi mo i-expect, kasi di ba karamihan sa atin, sabihin, pressure na naman. Guys, may pressure talaga daily. If you really want something in life, or sabihin na lang natin, hindi big dreams yan, maging masaya ka lang, or you have your own explanation of success, pressure is always there.
Yep.
So it's good na expect mo na siya para pag dumating kinaumagahan, pressure, ay okay lang yan, alam ko na yan. So mas prepared tayo, hindi na tayo mas stress. Tama ba?
Yeah.
So-
Same na, no? I-expect mo na, no? Masakit ang root canal. Tapos pagpunta mo, syempre,
Di ba?
ano mo na, hindi ka na magugulat.
That's
Wala nang
pressure.
gulatan.
Di ba? So yun yung isa sa mga tingin ko na pwede nating i-apply for all of us.
Yeah, and also it's also important to remind ourselves also na, I mean, this is like in reality temporary, a temporary life. I mean, hanggang kailan ka ba magtatrabaho? Hanggang 90? Hanggang kailan ka ba mabubuhay? Hanggang 100? So, in reality, ilang percent na lang of years, 'di ba, ahead sa atin. We're already 40s.
Yikes.
So we have to make sure more than na tayo eh. More than kalahati na tayo eh.
Yikes.
Para nandun na tayo sa kalahati. So we have to make sure that we are doing the right thing because at the end of the day, yung energy natin di naman pataas ang pataas eh, pababa ng pababa. So
Memento mori.
yeah. So memento mori. So we have to make sure that we do our thing, seize the day. At the end of the day, wala. Life must go on.
Yeah. Enjoy mo lang.
Enjoy lang.
Every second we are dying, so enjoy mo lang.
Yeah, enjoy. Because at the end of the day, we are not our pressures, we are not our jobs, we are still figuring life out after 5 p.m.
This is After Office, conversation that matters beyond 9 to 5.
This has been Jonas.
Sherwin!
And Rocky, we'll see you after you clock out.